welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be decorating my dining room for fall, so I thought I'd take you along with me while I decorate. I have a lot of stuff put out on a table that I'm going to be pulling from, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So if you're stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. My name is Sonia, and on this channel you will find all things decorating, sprinkled in with some hauls, organization, and cleaning. So I hope that this is something that you are looking for, and I hope that you will press that subscribe button and also make sure that bell notification is on, because I have lots of different content coming your way, and that notification bell will let you know when those videos are up. So without further ado, let's get started. So here are the items that I'm pulling from. I've got lots of different types of florals. Some are from Michael's, some are from Dollarama. This one gives me that a bit of an A floral. I think they had these type of florals last year. I'm not sure if they have it this year, but it is giving me those, like I said, A floral vibes a little bit, but that came from Dollarama as well. I got some garlands underneath that I'm thinking of doing. I also going to get some hydrangeas that I had clipped in my garden, so I might use those. Got a basket here, some of these Pottery Barn dupes that I DIY'd on my DIY channel. I'm thinking of using. I've got lots of green apples because I'm going with that harvest theme a little bit. Got this green pumpkin that I DIY'd last year, and then just a couple different pumpkins there, a little basket. Got my galvanized truck, some driftwood, couple different vases, and candlesticks, candelabras, and then this dough bowl candle that I have. I have a cutting board there, some more candlesticks and vases, and then I also have a couple items that I thrifted this year, like this gold bowl, and then a little candlestick, vintage candlestick that I am excited to use. I just haven't figured out where yet. And then I have a table runner. These came from a local store called Dublin Mercantile, as well as these two vases. So lots of different things to pull from. Doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily use all of this, but it's a great kind of haul to pull from, and most of it came from my stash. Did not purchase too much. These two items are what I had purchased this year. So we're gonna get started. I'm going to start with my hutch. I have taken everything that I wasn't going to use for this season off, and I left things that kind of stay throughout the most of the seasons anyways. So I'm going to give it a little wipe down before I get started with decorating. Since I have removed everything from my china cabinet, I figured it was a good time to give it a quick wipe down. I typically don't take everything off on a weekly basis to clean it. To be quite honest with you, often the full deep clean of this china cabinet happens when I'm switching decor around. So I wanted to, like I said, take the opportunity and just dust it. It wasn't too bad, but it still needed to be done. This is the only piece of furniture that I'm going to do deep clean, because everything else gets cleaned on regular basis. The table gets wiped down a couple times a day. Even my little tea card gets wiped down, because sometimes I do use it for serving, especially if we are having company over. So while I'm cleaning, I wanted to share something that's been a game changer in my wellness journey. It's called the Clever Fox Wellness Journal, and I would like to thank Clever Fox for sponsoring this portion of the video. If you're like me and love having everything organized and laid out, this journal is perfect for you. It's not just about tracking your workouts or meals, it's about creating a complete picture of your health and well-being. One thing I've been loving is how seamlessly this journal fits into my portion fix routine. You all know how much I rely on my color-coded cups to keep my nutrition on track. Well, with the Clever Fox Wellness Journal, I can easily write down everything I'm eating, tracking my portions with those handy little cups. The journal has dedicated sections for meal planning so I can jot down my portions, keep an eye on my water intake, and even note how I'm feeling throughout the day. It's more than just a food diary. It's a place where I can reflect on my progress, set goals, and stay motivated. Plus, the quality of this journal is top-notch, with sleek design and thoughtful layout that makes it so easy to use daily. If you're looking to elevate your wellness routine, I highly recommend checking out the Clever Fox Wellness Journal. It's been a fantastic tool in helping me stay accountable and focus on my health goals. And if you're using Portion Fix system like I am, this journal is going to be your new best friend. Make sure you check out the link in the description box to get a special code if you are interested in getting the Clever Fox Wellness Journal. And now it's time to add decor. I have been loving using my hydrangeas for this fall decorating season. I just think they bring such a soft, cozy feel to any space, and I have so many of them in my garden, so it's a free way to add a really nice decor to my home. So as I mentioned, I wanted this room to have like a harvest feel to it. So lots of harvested flowers. When I think of harvest, I think of apples, pumpkins, things that it gets harvested at this time of the year. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I like to incorporate different textures, different materials to create that different textures. So from stone to wicker to wood to metals, all the mixing of all the different materials, I just think it is what makes a room very eclectic and cozy feeling. I have had such luck with thrifting for lemons, and during that process of thrifting for lemons, I have come across a huge amounts of green apples that were paired with lemons in bags at a thrift store. So I have an abundance of these green apples, and I absolutely love using them in my decor during fall. I think it adds the nice color to your space. I think especially here on a black surface against white china, it's such a nice pop of color, and it goes well with that whole harvest theme and also natural theme. So I had these little floral picks that came from a wreath that I thrifted a while back. And the reason why I had thrifted this wreath was for a few reasons, actually. It had a beautiful grape wine wreath. The pumpkins that were on it were very vintage rustic looking, which is what I love. And then all these little florals that were in between the pumpkins were a great bonus. So I had completely taken apart the wreath because I have double doors and just one wreath wouldn't work for me, so I took it apart, and now I'm using the pumpkin for decorating. I use the wreath for a different DIY that I've created, and then I use these little florals to fill in anywhere I need a small amount of florals, the small type of florals. Was watching a video on YouTube, and I'm not sure, I cannot remember who it was, but they were saying that if you are decorating, and they were using pumpkins as an example, and you have the same size pumpkins, you either group them in the same size, but then use different textured pumpkins or different colored pumpkins, or you group them in all different sizes but the same texture. So I was trying to recreate kind of that look here, but I wasn't loving how everything was turning out, so I do play around with it until I am happy with the way it looks.
You could see yourself just sitting there on my chair. I'm staring at you, you don't even notice. Should have told you straight away, you don't have to be afraid anymore. I know you haven't noticed. You know, you know.
did feel like something was missing here, so I did add these 2 pumpkin pictures that I DIY'd several years back. Now that the china cabinet is done, I am going to move on to my tea card. This was a thrifted find that I had DIY'd several different ways over the years. It went from being wood color to being kind of a farmhousey grayish white look to black to match my more current decor. I'm going to be placing my DIY vase here as well, and in it I'm going to add also very popular pampas grass. I've had this for a very long time. I am not very happy with not the quality. I guess it's pampas grass. It's very fragile, but I have lost several pieces already because it keeps breaking, and I did pay a pretty good penny for it. So I just like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with it, and I try to store it so it doesn't get all squished up, but it still manages to break. And here is where I'm gonna try and do the pumpkin grouping like the video suggested you do. I do think it turned out pretty nice though, this whole setup. I need something here that's easily removed because I do use this tea card, like I did mention, for whenever we entertain, whether to place drinks or to maybe put some food or whatnot on there. And I was playing with my light. I do not love how yellow my dining room light is when it's turned on, and I was trying to use as much natural light as possible, just so that way you can see all the different colors. And on the bottom here, I'm going to place this pumpkin. This is a Dollarama find that I had DIY'd last year. It was a very bright orange pumpkin, but I absolutely loved the shape of it. So last year I gave it a new look. You can see all of my DIYs that I make over on my DIY channel. The channel is linked down below. I do a lot of Pottery Barn dupes just because I love the decor, but I can't bring myself to pay that kind of money for it. Neither do I have the money to pay for it. So I like to try to find things that look like Pottery Barn and recreate it myself. And here it is. I love the top. I'm not quite sure whether I love the piece of driftwood down there or if I'm going to take it out and just leave the pumpkin there. We'll see in a few days how I feel about it. And now we're going to move on to my dining room table. And here I'm going to be using my table runner. I've had this table runner for many years. I absolutely love it. And I think the colors in it tie all the colors that I've used to decorate in really well. And like I said, I love the style of it. What I don't love about it is the way it curls up. And I've tried ironing it, I tried steaming it, but just the edges don't want to cooperate. But we'll just make it work. I'm going to add this vintage cutting board. I'm calling it vintage because it was thrifted. Not sure whether it's actually vintage. It does have a vintage look to it. And I'm going to add my DIY vase. I do feel like I would like to maybe give this vase another new look. I have been really loving just black vases. So I might paint this black or do a little technique on it just to make it look different. We'll see. And I'm going to add these florals. These came from Dollarama a few years back, and I just love the colors, and I think it kind of brings in my other two rooms that I have decorated together into this space, tie it all together. If you had missed my front foyer and my living room decorate with me, make sure you check them out. I will link them up in the sky and at the end for you to check them out if you missed them. And here is my trusted assistant who heard some noise outside, so came to check out, make sure all was well. For those of you that had asked me last time where Frank is my other dog, if you do not know. He's been hiding out in the basement. He's been having some seasonal allergies that he's not dealing well with, and he's kind of irritated by all of us, so he's avoiding us right now. I do feel terrible for him because he's quite itchy, and I have tried many things to help him out, and we just kind of have to push through this season. Hopefully it'll be over soon. Now to go with the vase, I'm going to add my tray. This leaf tray was another Pottery Barn dupe over on my DIY channel. I actually made a reel out of this, not necessarily full video. That tray came from Dollar Tree, and I gave it a new life to look like one of the little leaf trays that they have at Pottery Barn. and I'm going to add a Yankee candle to it. Like I mentioned before, I'm working through all of my candles before I completely switch to soya based. And then I'm going to add one of those burlap pumpkins that I have throughout the room. And that, I think, completes the look of my dining table, as well as my dining room decorate with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this decorating with me video. I am quite pleased with the way the room turned out. I love it. I think it screams fall. It's very inviting and cozy feeling, and we do use it every single day. So I am very, very happy with the way it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check out all of my other decorate with me videos if you have not, and make sure your bell notification is on so that way you get notified when more fall decorate with me videos do pop up. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you all so much for watching.